Hello there, Alex Sturgeon, HobbyTown, HobbyPlex, and at the moment we're at home base. I have this brand new Losi 22S sprint car, and I thought how cool would it be to race it in our final race, our final oval race of the year, coming up April 12th. It's our Dirt Oval Series finals, and I wanted to see if I could make it compete with the 360s in the 360 class. It's a spec motor, and we can run any tire we want, so that's probably what we're going to do. We're not going to be afraid to make any changes or anything like that. This isn't like a can it run directly out of the box sort of thing, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do to it, and yeah, and from there we're just going to kind of follow along the test on the race day and see where it takes us. So stay tuned, good times ahead. Brand new Losi 22S sprint car, 360 sprint build and race. All right, so this is the electronic package that we're going to put in this car. Here at the Plex are 360 Sprint, so we have 360 and 410. 410 is mods, you can run them whatever you want. The 360 Sprint is more of a spec class. So we have this Hobby Wing 13.5 just stock motor. Just stock means that there's no adjustable timing in the motor. And everybody's supposed to be running the same motor. There shouldn't be a whole lot of variance between motors, so it's pretty equal. I had a spare XR10 Pro lying around since we've moved on to the new versions. Got one of these. And then for the servo, so the first thing I noticed when I opened this car up and started looking at everything was just how enormous this stock servo is. And it's really cool where they mount it, but I mean, look how tall that thing is. So here's our low profile servo. Look at that. So, and then also, the stock servo has a servo saver down here, which is probably great for probably most conditions. You know, we're running high bite here at the Plex, so I feel like having a servo, an actual like spring-loaded servo saver, might slow my steering down, make it a little not as reactive as it could be. Obviously, if you got a stock servo like that, I'm sure it's strong, but you don't want to put a straight horn on there. So that's where having a much more powerful servo comes in at. I'm pretty sure this Nitro Pro RT2 is right around the 300 ounce of torque range, maybe more, I don't know. But it's an all metal case, good stuff. And that's going to go on there, and then we're going to put a straight servo horn on there too. So I get a more direct feel with the car. So without even trying it, like, I'm sure this is great and all. I haven't even driven this thing, but right out of the gate, that's where we're going to change it out to. So we'll be changing out the motor, speed controller. Obviously, I'm running my Sanwa M17, so this Spectrum receiver is going to go away, and then that Spectrum servo is going to get out, and maybe we'll put it in something else that I have lying around here. So good times. That's what we're going to go with here for our 360 Sprint project, Losi 22S Sprint. All right, first run with this thing. We got the shocks done, got the right height set. I put it to 18 millimeters all the way around. I don't know if that's going to be good or not, but let me show you guys what we're dealing with here. The oval track at the moment is kind of beat up, but this Saturday will be our last race, and it'll get worked in a little bit, and it'll be a lot more grippier than it is now. So I don't know. I just want to go out there and try it and see what it feels like before Saturday. I don't really want to go in blind. There's a little bit of loose dirt over there in the corner, so it looks like crap right now, but it'll look better come Saturday. Let's see what it looks like. I'm gonna blow the track off. Then I'm gonna see how it goes. That's a pretty good test. That's not terrible. Got better there. I actually lowered the ride height a little bit, and you could get into the corners more. So the track's pretty bumpy and beat up. It'll get better for this Saturday, so stay tuned. It's going to go fast, I promise. All right, it's race day, and we're here with our podcasting buddy and my best friend, Will Britton.
Hi.
And he's now the oval guru, so he's been helping me out with practice today. I wanted to get some video of it, but I'm also working upstairs, so I've been busting ass going upstairs and back and everything. But we feel like we got it somewhat ready to go.
She's close, baby.
Yeah. So seating rounds coming up. We're gonna get some video of that, and then we'll see if we need to make some changes from there. So here we go.
Okay, here we go, guys. Over the line. Uh-oh. Go high on the back switch, then working guard. Go high on the back switch. Yeah. There's a 4-3 and Wilder a 4-5. CJ had a 4-2 before he was out. Another 4-2 practice movement right there with 20 seconds to go. 4-2-2. Careful off the tube. 5 seconds. Keep going, one more time around. There we go. 12:50 for the 3-lap time for Pinion, 12:78 for Spur, 13:43 for Wilder, and CJ out early. All right. Race 10. Drop those cards and off to Marshall.
It's kind of slow.
Yeah, we can do some stuff.
Not terrible though.
No, could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Okay, seating round is over, and definitely was not the fastest car out there for sure. The fast guys are doing 4 flats, 4.1s. I'm doing my fastest 3 were 4.2s, which was better than the 4.4s that I was running in practice earlier. So I feel better about that. A couple things, and I was wondering about this, but the rear camber on this car was set basically to like -3 on both sides, and the front was actually set to +1 on the left, and it was about -2 on the front. So I moved the front to -1, kept that at +1, put the rear here to +1, and I put the right rear to -1. So I got rid of some camber. The idea is that's gonna, as the car leans into the corner, it should stay nice and flat, not want to flip over. The biggest thing here, and one of the most frustrating things when it comes to these 22Ss, is your spur gear that was on here was giant. It was like an 81 tooth, and we want to make it go faster, so I put a 76 on because that was what these slipper pads and these slipper plates here could handle. So you can see that the slipper plates fit nicely on the inside of that spur gear. If you go any lower, so like say a 72, then you have to come up here and you have to buy these $20 grooved slipper plates because the stock ones are too big and they'll actually ride on the plastic. They won't actually ride on the slipper pad itself. See that? So you have to get the smaller aftermarket plates that fit snug and nice on the inside there, so it'll actually ride on the slipper pad. So we're gonna gear down. We're gonna gear down even more. I've thrown more gear at it, and there's guys out there that are going much faster. So, and the motor's nice and cool, so I think we can do it. So here's your part numbers for what I'm doing right now. There's your slipper pads, the SHDS pads. Here's the grooved plates, and then a 72 tooth. And if that's not enough, then we'll put a 69 on. But I don't want to risk getting this motor super duper hot. It's actually coming off pretty cool. So yeah, after that we'll see where we stand. Qualifier number 1 coming up here shortly. Quick little fun addendum to what I just said. So this car has this giant 5mm spacer. So this is probably about, what is that? Maybe 8 to 10 millimeters deep here. So if you want to use the smaller spur gear, you can see here that the offset is not quite that deep, so you're gonna have to put spacers behind that, because if you don't, it pushes it out too far and you can't actually put the slipper clutch on. So I just learned that, so I'm just gonna give you guys a heads up. So when you go to put a much smaller spur gear on and you get these other slipper plates, you do have to shove some 5mm spacers back there and push that out so it doesn't rub. And yeah, now why isn't it on focus? Now we should be good to go. So hopefully we're good to go.
Less than 5.
Shane, Steve, Mitchell, Alex, Nate, Wood. Okay, full green this time, guys. Keep it clean, straight line, here we go. Okay. Shane out front. Pulling Steve Wall around. Shane the 4-1-0. Steve the 4-2, 4-19 for Mitchell, Nate the 4-2, 4-3 for Alex, 4-3 for Ryan. Turn 4, stay low, turn 4, turn 4. And leader goes back, turn 2 now. Keep the lead, you flip it. Mitchell Hobby down in front of Cole by Nate, Alex, Shane, Steve, and Ryan. You guys work together. Mitchell Hobby out front. That's 10 laps to go. That's my yellow car. Nate Will trying to talk him down. And Nicky back up in third, tumbling in turn 4, be careful. Here. And Alex up to the 3 spot. Nicky goes back. 5 laps to go. Here we go. Mitchell Hawkey with the lead, right flag. Just back on top there. Bring it home. There we go. Now we go on the line. Mitchell Hawkey, Nate Will, Alex Burton, Shane Benton, Steve Wall,
Yeah, I'll pick this up.
Shane with 24, Steve and Ryan with 23. All right.
It's like the in-car view.
Now it doesn't turn.
Oh, yeah,
So now we gotta figure out how to get this thing to turn.
Okay, so we fixed one thing.
It's fast, it just doesn't turn.
Yeah, we need
I could
to.
get it to turn.
Next time, here we go. Turn 4, lower, turn 4, because of the high peak turn 4. Take a long front stretch. Right there. The 19 out front, 417. That's Servo with 423, 418 for Victor, and a 427 for Hockey. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, careful, period 4. Trouble there, road easy, careful in the 1, careful in the 1. Trouble, stay low in the 1, we got one on the high side. Very good. And 18 searching, 1 and 2, road, open them up on 2 wheels. Careful, 3 and 4. Whoa, Sergi getting no lead. Up on 2. Oh, Valenti way too much got in 1 and 2. Gonna be searching a half a lap lead now. And it's all too fickle with 7 laps to go. Where's number 10 up next? Sheffield Wall, Sheffield Weiler. Valenti, 4:15, fast lap. Previous lap there. 2 to go. 2 laps. And it is checkers.
Shame already done. All drivers are finished. Blend pickle done.
Okay.
So we changed some hexes. What else did we do?
I moved the rear shocks to the inside. I geared it up 2 more teeth.
Yeah.
And what else did I do? I think that's it. I think for the main,
Yeah.
we're gonna take the driver out.
Yeah, you make it lighter.
Yeah, it might get lighter.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So we are through 2 rounds of qualifying and seating. I'm gonna go over what I've changed next. For that round, I actually won the heat. Just sticking this car to the bottom, and you're kind of at a disadvantage because against the other carbon cars, let's say that's the point of this video. Can this car compete against the cars that are out there in, say, a 360 class, which is what I'm running right now? You can't adjust your diff height. You can't adjust your axle height. You can't adjust the hubs. There's no spacer to move your hubs back or forward. And you can't really adjust your toe right now. So you're kind of, the rear end's just kind of stuck where it's at. And most of those guys are running a pretty severe, they call it rear steer offset, where they've got kind of both the tires kind of pointed. I don't know how to explain it for the non-oval crowd, but basically you can use the rear end to free up the car and almost make it so you can be full blast, like mid-corner, and that's where they're making up a lot of time on me because I kind of have to wait. So what we did was we added an 8mm rear hex to the outside hub to offset the rear end a little bit more, and that actually did help quite a bit. I definitely felt a little bit more free. I shortened this rear link back here, and I added a ball stud washer underneath of this link. I don't know if you guys can see that little blue washer right there. So 2mm on that one. I laid down the inside rear shock, left the outside one, I left the right side on the outside. One of the only other things I can think of is maybe going to like a Custom Works really hard rear spring. I might try. And then I did gear up 2 more teeth, and it seemed to be pretty much at speed right there. And I think I'm going to leave that alone. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to take the driver out and see if we can lighten up the body. So it's pretty heavy because this car is, that's not Lexan, that's actual like plastic. So it's molded plastic wing. You got molded plastic pieces, so it is a very, very heavy body. So we're going to take that driver out and see if we can lighten this guy up. And then, yeah, we'll see how we do the rest of the day. So stay tuned, more to come. All right, folks, we're putting this body on a diet. We're going to take out the driver because there's no rule that says you have to have a driver. This thing is 120 grams. We're taking 120 grams out of that body. That's almost the weight of a battery, a low-profile battery. So, yeah, that's going to help a ton. Moving on.
All right, Colton Roach going to be number 1, Justin Schilling number 2, Nate Will 3, Mitchell Hulky 4, Sturgeon 5, Sheffield 6, Pickle 7, and Wall 8. All right, get lined up. Okay.
All right, so we didn't qualify last.
Next time by, we're getting the green, guys. Let's have a clean start, a clean race. All right, here we go. We're off. Good start, guys. Good job. Keep her clean. Off a 2. He's well off front, followed by Colton, Justin, Mitchell, Glenn, Alex, Bentley, and Steve. He's bouncing around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 3, turn 2, turn 2.
Nice.
Turn 2. All kinds of chaos, turn 2. All clear, all clear. Clean her up, guys. Let's see how this shakes out. We got Nate Grill and Mitchell Hulky 1 and 2 now. Turn 2, turn 2, turn 2, turn 2. Turn 2, turn 2. It's clear, it's clear. Now Sturgeon up to the 2 spot, right on Nate Grill. Coming down the front stretch. Steve Wall up into the 3 spot now. 1 and 2 coming across the line. Careful off the 2. Stay low off the 2. Stay low off the 2. 4 tenths between them. 8 tenths back to Steve Wall. So 1, 2, 3 right there. Mitchell Halsey fourth and Colton Justin Glenn Bentley 30 laps to go. Half a second between the leaders. Steve Wall just 7 tenths back in third. Ooh, 3 right here, 1 and 2. Wall on the inside is with clear. 1 and 2 second by 3 Collins at the line 26 laps to go. Real time for Nick Wills. Sturgeon to take the lead. And that's 5 cars. 25 laps still halfway. Sturgeon out front opens up about 10 on the gap. Nick Wills, Steve Wall, Mitchell Halsey, Colton, Justin Glenn, and Whitley. Servo 3-4. Sturgeon out front. Nick Wills is half a second back. Steve Wall another half a second back. Still a second over the top 3. There's Sturgeon at the line, then Wills, and then Wall. Steve closing in on me just a little bit. Alex is getting away. Rule a little bobble. 15 laps to go on the line. We're got trouble there. Careful line 1 and 2. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Oh no. The leader gets caught up. It's going to be Spur, Henry, and Steve. Whoa. Parker. Together. Broken. Steve Will opens up the gap now with 7 laps to go. That's the leader in the wall. We got 6 laps to go. Nate Will and Alex Stewart 1 and 2. They're right there. Nate bounces off the dot. Alex is right there with Pepper. 4 to go at the line. 4 to go. Alex looking on the inside. Big charge. She gets away. Nick Will to get Joe. There goes Steve Wall by him. 2 to go. 2 to go. And right flag. We're careful on the 4. Careful on the 4. Careful on the line. Careful on the line. Yellow at the line. Yellow at the line. Everybody's in. Everyone's in at the line. Everyone's in at the line. Sturgeon, Wall, 1 and 2 with 50. Shelley with 49. Will with 49. Halsey with 49. Bentley 43. Fickle and Colton did not finish.
Hey.
I'm an oval racer. I cussed once. It was great.
Yeah. Well, we took the driver out.
Taking the driver out was huge.
Oh yeah.
The car felt like way more nimble and light and way easier to drive. And then we put it on this scale and helped out a little bit. Changed the weight bias slightly. It freed up the rear end so I could actually kind of turn. So we did it, guys.
Yeah.
We made this car hang with all the other cars. I think the point of this video was to see if that could be done. I think it can, even on a super high bike surface like this. So
Oh yeah.
we'll run it down here next. But man, I'm shaking a little. That was actually kind of fun.
Dude, oval's cool. I think Alex is gonna race oval now.
Okay, so just to recap everything that we did to this sprint car to get it to run in our 13.5 class. For starters, we took the driver out and lightened the body up, and I'm really looking forward to the Proline body for this. This kind of hard, heavy plastic is, I think once that gets replaced and lightens the whole thing up, it'll be even more snappy, more racy, And then, of course, some of the carbon fiber stuff that they have. If you replace this aluminum chassis with the carbon fiber one, get the shock towers, stuff like that, and just put this car on a massive diet and get it down to the weight that a lot of those other cars are going, I think you'll see a lot better acceleration and probably will handle better on those high grip surfaces, especially. Just make it more nimble, more quick. I think a heavier car might actually be better on the outdoor stuff with loose dirt, actual treaded tires, that sort of thing. So we put that 8.5 millimeter hex on the back right to extend the wheels out even further. on that corner to try to get this car to rotate even more. You know, it had that little bit of rear steer kind of built into it, but needed a little bit more. That helped out a ton. We put the weight bias. We went 55-45, so 55% front, 45% back on the scales. That was a big deal. Should have done that much earlier in the day. I don't know why I didn't do it. And then finally, you can see here, put some brass on the left side and got the electronics laid out really well. And then getting that small spur gear on there with the SH, is it SDSH plates and pads. We'll put all those part numbers in the description so you can get them and get your car geared right too if you're going to do any sort of censored brushless motor setup. You know, our 360 class requires this fixed timing hobby wing, so had to get that thing geared down. Actually, I kept throwing gear at it. I think we finally ended up at like 72-32, and the motor wasn't even really getting that hot, and fan was doing its job, obviously. So yeah, besides that, pretty happy with how it turned out. Hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, look forward to maybe racing this thing outside this summer. We'll see what Will talks me into, but it should be a lot of fun. And yeah, I think from this experience, you can definitely take one of these out of the box, and depending on what you're racing, whether it's box stock, then you don't have to worry about a whole lot of stuff. But if you want to race it in, say, a more structured class like what we got, the 360 class with the 13.5 motor, I think it can definitely be done. So that's my take from this. Make sure that you subscribe, like, tell your friends, and we'll make another video for you soon.